Hey, good evening, fans, and welcome to another edition of NDBA Game Day Live. My name is Corey LeBlanc, at That One News Guy on Twitter, joining you from the beautiful Oaks Park, Niagara Falls, for a matchup between the Expos and Anchors. Got a beautiful night here for baseball. A couple clouds in the sky, creating some overcast. Otherwise, a gorgeous night of 30 degrees with the humidex here tonight. A little bit sweaty. But no words for wear. We'll start us off by giving you the starting lineup for the Thorold Anchors, brought to you by Big Texas Niagara.
Leading off the first inning for the visiting Thorold Anchors, left fielder number 24, Max Dobrowolski.
Big Texas is Southern Ontario's largest smokehouse. Authentic smoked meats, house mates barbecue sauce, all grilled to perfection. Big Texas, hungry yet. We'll give you the starting lineup for the Thorold Anchors right after Max Dobrowolski steps into the batter's box. 333, 3 hits in a sample 9 at-bats so far this season for Max, taking a first pitch strike from starting pitcher Dallas Smith. Expos in red tonight, part of their new color scheme this season. Dallas in there for strike 2. Finds a spot, but misses just a bit outside. 1-2. Dallas Smith comes into this game as one of the better pitchers of record this year, but Dobrowolski is going to take him all the way to the warning track in left center field. Jack Kemp out there gets the throw in. Not before Max Dobrowolski leads off the game with a leadoff double.
Shortstop number 15, Dylan Dempsey.
So during Dylan Dempsey's at bat, we'll take a quick look at the Anchors lineup. It is brought to you by Thorold Credit Union. We got Max Dobrowolski leading things off. We just saw him crank a double. Dylan Dempsey behind him. Kevin Hasty is at first. Nick Schwab DHing tonight. Dan Bocastine in center. Tony Brown back from the injured reserve list is in right field. Dylan Guion is catching. Luis Rodriguez, followed by Jacob Turner at third, and Adam Bartlett rounds out the lineup for the Thorold Anchors tonight. As we mentioned, facing Dallas Smith of the Niagara Falls Expos. Bagliari looks like he wanted to check on Dobrowolski over there at second. Smith, 6 games, 4 starts. He's pitched 19 innings for the Expos this year, and he's got 21 strikeouts, 2.95 ERA. As I mentioned, he's been one of the better pitchers of record, but he's not gotten a winning result yet this year. Looking to change that. Expos riding a 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, the Anchors are looking to snap a 4-game slide of their own. On the ground, Baldinelli not going to get there. It's a base hit. Stop signs are up for Dobrowolski at third. The Anchors got something brewing now.
First
First and
baseman
third.
number 44, Kevin Hasty.
Right, the Anchors now at first and third. Nobody out.
Oh, we got it just for right.
It's Kevin Hasty now, 447, coming into tonight. The hottest Thorold Anchor right now. A lineup that desperately needs to produce some offense. Hasty on the ground. That one's going to eat up Josh Thorpe at third. Run comes in to score. And a hop goes the Anchors' way. They lead it 1-0 here in the top of the first.
Designated hitter number 94, Nick Schwab.
So E5, Josh Thorpe could not handle the routine ground ball. And Max Dobrowolski scores the first run of the game. Now we got Dylan Dempsey at second, Kevin Hasty at first, and this is the batter, Nick Schwab. Schwab DHing tonight, 208 in 24 at bats. He's got 2 RBI on the season, which is a bit low considering he's batted out of the 4 spot. Chance to do some damage here for the big right-hander and Thorold. A chance for this Anchors team to pile on some extra runs. It was last time the Anchors were here that they were mean mugged by the Expos. Dropped a 12-2 decision. That one's high and outside. Schwab's going to be patient now. There's still nobody out. Baglieri down to second base, trying to catch Dempsey sleeping. Dempsey quick, and he's fast to recover over there. He is getting a little liberal with his leadoff, though. They will check up on him. Expos have a catcher that's not afraid to throw down to the bases. That one trails outside, 3-1. Sorry, 3-2 now. To Nick Schwab, who bats with nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Anchors, and they lead at 1-0. Schwab pokes this one into left field. Calling off there is Mitch Grieco, who makes the catch. 1 down.
Center fielder number 20, Dan Bogenstein.
There's Dan Bogenstein. This is the guy that the Anchors desperately need to get going now. Batting .240 on the season. One of the perennial big bats in the Anchors lineup. Like to see a little more production out of him, and yes, he does go around. Says the home plate umpire for strike 1. Dempsey 2 RBI on the season. And he takes a big cut on that one, strike 2. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Facing Dallas Smith, Dempsey starts like he's going, and he does go around again for strike 3. So a couple check swings for Bogenstein, 2 down.
Right fielder number 25, Tony Brown.
So here comes Tony Brown, back from the injured reserve. Anchors dealt with a couple injuries at the midpoint of this season. And Smith deals strike 1. So after 3 consecutive Anchors reach base to start the inning, running into a little bit of turbulence here. Brown shoots this one to second. Garrett Fisher's over there. He fires to first, and a good pick by Erickson to retire the side. So the Anchors score a quick run on an error caused by Josh Thorpe. It's 1-0 for the visiting team as we head to the break. Stick with us. Welcome back, NDBA fans. We're going to do the bottom of the first inning, but first we'll take a look at the Niagara Falls Expos starting lineup as Dalton Procession warms for the Anchors. Leading things off, we got Anthony Baldinelli at short, 308 on the season. Behind him, Steven Erickson, playing just his 5th game of the season, 529 is at first. Evan Baglieri catching today. TC Murray, DH. Josh Thorpe behind him at 3rd. Garrett Fisher, who we saw make the last out of the first inning, is at 2nd. Jack Kemp behind him in center field, followed by Ryan Bray in right. Mike Kondurka enters the Niagara Falls Expos lineup as the extra hitter tonight. And Mitch Grieco, 286 in left, rounds things off as we get set for the bottom of the first inning. And despite what the banner says there, we got Anchors 1, Expos nada, looking to answer for their earlier transgressions in the first.
Leading off the first inning for the Niagara Falls Expos, shortstop number 11, Anthony Baldinelli.
And there you have it. Anthony Baldinelli will lead it off for the Expos, 308 on the season. That's a lot out of the leadoff spot when he is in the lineup. But he's not played a whole lot of games this year for the Expos. In fact, this will be just his 7th tonight. And he's facing Dalton Procession, who deals a first pitch strike. Get you some numbers on Dalton before he gets settled into tonight's action. Procession, this is his 6th game. He's 1-0 on the season with a couple saves. He has been closing a lot, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how far he goes in today's game. 6 innings, just 1 earned run for a 2.33 ERA on the season. 4 Ks in those 6 innings. We know he can throw and deal with good velocity. But it'll be interesting to see how he goes in a game where he's relied on as the starter. And Baldinelli fouls that one back to stay alive in the count. 1-2. Good to be back on the baseball field. We've had a short week with the weather playing hazardous all over the Niagara region. Good breaking ball from Procession. Does not get the call. 2 balls, 2 strike. Procession the pitch, and he got him. Strike 3. Good velocity, kept it low in the zone, and he strikes out Baldinelli. 1 down.
First baseman number 20, Steve Erickson, 22.
Now here's Steven Erickson, wearing number 22 tonight in the Expos red. 529 in his 17 at-bats. It's Steven Erickson this year, the first baseman. They'd like to get him a little more involved down the stretch. Expos can climb within a half game of the NDBA lead tonight with a win. Of course, they were kept off the field earlier this week on Monday. So 2 balls, no strike to Erickson. And Erickson wastes that one against the back cage. 2 balls, 1 strike. Last time we saw the Expos was in a 2-1 nail-biter extra innings game against the St. Catharines Cobras. We brought that one to you last Thursday. And now we got the Expos again here under the Friday night lights. So Procession misses. It's 3-1. Erickson just trying to work his way on base to get one back. That one's low, ball 4. So Erickson takes the trot down to first, still one down.
The catcher, number 17, Evan Baglieri.
And this has been the go-to guy for the Expos this year, Baglieri, in the 3 spot tonight. We'll bat behind Erickson, 407 on the season in 27 at-bats. He's got 10 RBI, which is among the league leaders. Baglieri shoots that one hard to left field. It is back and it is gone. Baglieri takes the first pitch he sees from Procession into left field. A 2-run shot. And the Expos grab the early 2-1 lead.
Designated hitter, number 29, TC Murray.
Bag's 3rd home run of the season. Twelfth RBI. This will bring up TC Murray. Bags gave that one a ride. I think he knew it was gone off the bat. And Murray shies away from ball 1 inside. 233 on the season. 9 RBI for the Expos designated hitter. And he takes ball 2 away. So good stuff from Procession so far. He runs into a hot bat. Now we have a 2-1 Expos lead here in the bottom of the first. Freddie Zalotti says he feels that coming. Or sorry, rather he felt that one coming. I think we all did. The energy that Bags brought to the field today. You had a feeling he was going to do some home cooking tonight. Big swing and a miss there from Murray. It's now 2-2. Breaking ball from Procession, strike 3. Sits down TC Murray for the 2nd out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 71, Josh Thorpe.
So here's another hot bat, Josh Thorpe. Expos come in with a 286 team average. And last time I checked, that's good for best in the league by a pretty big margin, 0.09. 0.009 rather. Procession deals down low, ball 1. Yeah, 277. That one, a hot shot down the first baseline. Chews up Kevin Hasty over there. And is a base hit for Josh Thorpe with 2 down.
The second baseman, number 2, Garrett Fisher.
And I did just do my league-wide check. So the Beamsville Yellow Jackets 325 is outstanding as a team average. Expos hot on their tail, I suppose. Procession checks on Thorpe. Wants him to know he's thinking. So we got 2 down. And Garrett Fisher now the batter. Number 2 for the Expos, playing second tonight. Takes that one downstairs for ball 1. Fisher, 21 at-bats, 2 RBI, 286 so far this season. Session takes a long set, and he deals down low again. Shaking his head no as the home plate umpire. 2 balls, no strike. Possession checking on Thorpe again. Thorpe not much of a threat to run. Just the 1 stolen base on record this year. That one's outside, 3-0. Needs to throw a strike now to get some confidence back. In there, that is strike 1. Taking all the way, Garrett Fisher. Batting here with 2 down in the bottom of the first. Expos on top 2-1 thanks to an Evan Baglieri home run. Looked like it was going to be outside, but it is strike 2. Some good framework from the catcher, Dylan Guion, back there. Payoff pitch, Thorpe will be on the move. Outside, ball 4. So Procession loses Garrett Fisher. He's got runners on first and second with 2 down.
The center fielder, number 44, Jack Kemp.
Now here comes the rookie. Jack Kemp is playing center field tonight. Brought up his average a bit, 233 on the season. And he's become an everyday player here for the Expos. We've seen him quite a bit on the streams this year. Another big rip from Kemp. Strike 2. Session sets trying to get out of this inning with relatively no damage. Got him. Strike 3. 3 punch-outs for Procession in the bottom of the first inning. But the Expos are on top thanks to a 2-run bomb from Evan Baglieri. That's how we stand after 1. We're back with the top of the second after the break. Stick with us. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the second inning. We got Expos 2, Anchors 1. And as we get set for the visiting half of the second, we'll have Dylan Guion, the catcher, Luis Rodriguez, and Jacob Turner. The three batters due up to face Dallas Smith here in the top of the second. We've got Dylan Guion here, perhaps the most improved batter in 2023. The guy that was batting 138 last season, he comes in 350 tonight in 20 at-bats. Checks his swing, but that was an outside corner strike from Smith. 1 ball, 2 strike. Good miss from Smith outside, 2-2. It was a pretty quick inning from the Expos and Dallas Smith in inning 1. That unearned run off the bat of Kevin Hasty that ate up Josh Thorpe could have swayed the inning differently. Full count pitch to Dylan Guion, the catcher. Off the end of the bat. That one's going to die in the grass. Erickson picks it up and steps on the bag. 1 down.
Number 37, Luis Rodriguez.
Now here's the extra hitter. Luis Rodriguez, 143 on the season coming in. And he'll be the first to tell you that he's looking to pick up his play. First pitch outside from Smith, ball 1. Got a good crowd on hand here for some Friday night baseball. Bleachers filling out a little bit. And along the first and third baselines, we got some more spectators. Rodriguez off the end of the bat, and it shoots foul. Good pitch from Smith, but it misses upstairs. So the Anchors desperately trying to snap this 4-game losing streak. They lost 7-6 to the Cobras on Tuesday at home in what was a very close contest. Before that is just abysmal, both offense and defense. And they got him. Strike 3. Rodriguez can't believe it, but he sat down for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 6, Jacob Turner.
This will be one of the more forgettable losing streaks if you're the Anchors. They had a 3-game skid, and around the end of May, start of June, but it wasn't quite as lofty. They were still in ball games. Turner shoots it to right field. Bray is over there, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So the Anchors go down in order in inning number 2. It's 2-1 Expos as we head to the break. Stick with us.
the second inning for Niagara Falls. Right fielder, number 12, Ryan Bray.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the second inning. In our coverage here between the Niagara Falls Expos and the Thorold Anchors, we got 2-1 for the home side, who are ready to take the sticks here in the second. Ryan Bray, Mike Konderka, and Mitch Grieco, the 8, 9, 10 batters for Niagara Falls, to kick things off against Dalton Procession. And Bray fouls off the first pitch he sees for strike one. Behind him, Mike Konderka. Mike, the owner of Enviro Niagara, one of the main sponsors of the Expos team. And Bray shoots it into center field. Bokestein's not going to be able to get there. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Bray's at second, and he's thinking 3. The throw is relay, and there will be no play at third. Ryan Bray cruises into third base with a lead-off triple in the bottom of the second.
Number 46, Mike Konderka.
So that already the second big hit for the Expos this evening. And Mike Konderka, the batter now, extra hitter. Takes a pitch upstairs for ball 1. So nobody out. In the bottom of the second, Procession in trouble again already. Swing and a miss from Konderka, strike 1. Sessions had no trouble blowing it by guys with the fastball tonight. Strike 2 called from the home plate umpire, 1-2. Get some action in the Thorold Anchors bullpen already. Looks like one of the young Gamble brothers from here. Perhaps Connor. That one's downstairs from Procession, 2-2. He's got to contend with Ryan Bray over there at third base. Oh, he's been given the side eye too. He is taking a pretty liberal lead. Turner thought he might have had the tag on. But Bray underneath that with the slide. So it's 2-2 to Konderka. No, nobody out. Shoots that one foul. And we'll redo the pitch. Two again to Konderka. Nobody out. Breaking ball. Doesn't sit. And the count is full. Mitch Grieco, and then the top of the Expos lineup. Inside. All 4. So Konderka hangs in tough and works a walk. First and third, nobody out.
Left fielder, number 6, Mitch Grieco.
So here comes head coach Aaron McInnes now out to talk to his starting pitcher. And Fields in as well. McInnes known to come out and do a quick check. Very rarely do you see him yank his pitcher on the first trip. And he hasn't even been through the order once yet. This is probably a little bit earlier than McInnes wanted to come out. As I mentioned, Procession been very, very good in his spot starts, especially later in the game. He's managed to grab 2 saves on this 5 and 10 Anchors team. So meeting over, Procession still on the hill. Mitch Grieco, the batter. 286 coming into tonight. And he takes a first pitch strike from Procession. So nobody out still. First and third are the base runners for Niagara Falls. Downstairs, 1-1. Broken bat from Grieco. Turner charges and he fires to first in time. So RBI for Grieco.
Shortstop, number 11, Anthony Baldinelli.
It is 3-1 Expos. And the inning goes on. Kondurka made his way to second base on that play. Thought Turner might have had a chance to get the lead runner, but he had out on the mind. Probably the smart play. Changeup doesn't sit from Procession. And he's dealing with Anthony Baldinelli once again. Struck him out first time up. Deals in there, strike one. Another strong pitch from Procession for strike 2. Baldinelli took a big cut through strike 3 his first time up. Let's see what he's got here. Down 1-2. Dirk at second, 1 out. Way outside. Good block from Guion back there. Expos hitting very well today. And Baldinelli fouls that one back to stay alive. Session up to 45 pitches already here in the bottom of the second. Misses outside again. So Baldinelli works the count full, just as Kondurka did. Possession sets and the payoff. Lined into right field. Coming on Tony Brown, and he makes the catch. And Kondurka doesn't know what's happened, and he's been doubled up at second. So a good leaning catch from Tony Brown, and a miscue from Kondurka running into bases. 3-1 Expos as we head to the third inning. Stick with us through the break. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the third inning. We got Expos 3, Anchors 1, and Dallas Smith back on the hill for the home squad, dealing to Adam Bartlett, who rips one into right field, a base hit. Bartlett wastes no time, and he's aboard for the leadoff hit in the third.
Left fielder, number 24, Max Dobrowolski.
There's Max Dobrowolski. 1-for-1 with a double. That came back in the first inning. As now the top of the Anchors lineup looking to do some damage. Baglieri down to second, but not in time to catch the speedy Adam Bartlett stolen base. For the Thorold second baseman. That's why they have him at the bottom of the lineup. He's a good little transfer between the bottom and the top of the Anchors lineup. And it gives the guys at the top of the order a chance to do some damage. Max grounds this one softly. Baldinelli at short, fires, offline, but a good stab by Erickson. He manages to keep the ball in play, but he cannot record the out. It's an error on the throw.
Shortstop, number 15, Dylan Dempsey.
Second error of the game for the Expos. Now they've got Dylan Dempsey, the shortstop tonight. Smith deals strike one. Dempsey 1-for-1 as well with a single. Was back in the first also when the Anchors' first three batters reached and scored their first run of the game. On the ground, Baldinelli charging, and it's going to eat him up. Second straight error committed by Baldinelli at short. And there's still no one out.
First baseman, number 44, Kevin Hasty.
So an inning to forget for Baldinelli so far. If any of these runs come across, they'll be on his shoulders. Now we got Kevin Hasty. The runner's going home, and they got him. Bartlett trying to steal his way home. And he is cut down by Baglieri at the plate. Max Dobrowski going to third on the play. So now there's one out and runners on the corners. So perhaps an ill-advised base attempt from Bartlett. This early in the game, it may not matter as much, but if the Anchors lose by one, they may look back on that one. So Hasty the batter, he's got one strike on him. And he takes the pitch outside from Smith, 1-1. Jason Antoniak wants to know if he looked okay catching third base, or coaching third base. That's up for the fan to decide. You know what my vote is, Jason. Timeout call by Kevin Hasty. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the Anchors first baseman, and he takes the pitch outside, 3-1. Yeah, Max Dobrowski at third, Dylan Dempsey at first, and the 3-1 is shot to third base. Thorpe to second for 1, on to first, not in time. So Hasty picks up an RBI. The Anchors cut into the Expos lead, but now there are 2 down.
Number 94, Nick Schwab.
But the inning still continues. Good try from the Expos there on the double play conversion as well. That would have been huge. So Dobrowski scores his 2nd run of the game. We got a 1-run ball game in the 3rd. Big cut from Schwab. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two down in the inning. Schwab cuts foul. Schwab 0 for 1 today, 208 coming into the day. He had a hard hit ball to left field his last time up. Down 1-2. Smith, the pitch, and it check swing hits off of Schwab's bat. Foul. Nick Schwab started out like a house on fire. He's hitless now in 4 games. And he cuts on that one and misses strike 3. Dallas Smith's 3rd strikeout of the game ends the 3rd. So we got a 3-2 Expos lead over the Anchors as we head to the bottom of the third. Stick with us through the break. Hey, welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the third inning in our game here between the Niagara Falls Expos and Thorold Anchors. Expos 3, Anchors 2. And if you're just joining us, Expos on the board thanks to a 2-run shot from Evan Baglieri and a leadoff triple last inning from Ryan Bray. Anchors getting some help from the Expos defense today, both runs unearned. And we got Steven Erickson, the number 2 batter, to lead things off here for Niagara Falls. Dalton Procession started this game and remains in it despite a little bit of turbulence in both the first and second innings. I imagine he's on a short leash with the Thorold Anchors bullpen active at the moment. 1-1 to Steven Erickson. And Procession delivers, strike 2. Erickson walked and scored back in the first inning. Shoots that one foul down the right side. Off a windshield over there. That didn't look good. So the 1-2 again. Procession winds and the pitch is fouled back again from Erickson. Erickson, one of the hotter bats when he's in the lineup. 5 games played, but he's batting .529. Expos would love to get him more involved. They've elevated him in the lineup today to the number 2 spot. Breaking ball from Procession. Must have missed downstairs. 2-2. And Erickson rocks that one past Turner at third. A base hit. Hard hit ball from the Expos first baseman. Leads things off in the third.
The catcher, number 17, Evan Baglieri.
And now we got Evan Baglieri. He's done the most damage in this one. A 2-run home run in the first inning. First pitch he saw from Dalton Procession. Checking on Erickson. Erickson is a threat to steal. Oh, sorry.
I like how you call me Greco.
Procession waits and he deals a strike to Baglieri. No balls, 2 strike. Trying to get Baglieri back. Good miss downstairs. And the catcher doesn't bite. 1-2. That one's a head seeker. Baglieri ducks out of the way. And Erickson can advance to second. And with his speed, a well-placed single from Baglieri could cash him. Two and two now. Nobody out in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Procession with a little redemption against Baglieri, 1 down.
Number 29, T.C. Murray.
So now here's the big DH, T.C. Murray. Struck out swinging his first time up. And he takes a first pitch strike there from Procession. So we're still watching the pitch tracker here. Anchor's starting pitcher now up to 60 pitches on that last one. Murray fouls that one back, 0-2. Murray's another one of those guys where just starting to come around. It's in 4 of his last 6 games. And he looks at strike 3 there. Good breaking ball from Procession. And he's up to 5 strikeouts now. 2 down.
Number 71, Josh Thorpe.
Jose Rodriguez in the chat saying hi to his Thorold Anchors. Cheering on brother Luis tonight. Welcome, Jose, to the stream. Anchors are hanging in there tonight, 3-2. Now we got Josh Thorpe, 1 for 1. Some heat there from Procession. May have shaken up the catcher, Dylan Guion, as he takes a slow, limber walk over to the pitcher's mound. So 2 down in the inning. Steven Erickson is the red shirt standing on second base. Dalton Procession still dealing in the third. He's got Josh Thorpe to contend with here. 329 coming into the game tonight is Josh Thorpe. Another hot shot, but that one's down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball cuts in for strike 2. But again, that fastball has been the ticket. Will Procession go to it now? Up 1-2. Steps off. That'll keep Erickson honest over there at second base. (3-2). Expos lead the Anchors. And the 1-2 pitch with 2 down. No, we got a timeout from Josh Thorpe. So we'll reset. I'm trying to cash in his 7th RBI of the season. The 1-2 on the ground. Dempsey on the backhand. He's got to hurry up. He fires, and Hasty can't make the snag at first. So Erickson will come in to score on the error.
Second baseman, number 2, Garrett Fisher.
And Thorpe will go to second as well. So it's an E6 on the throw by Dylan Dempsey. Made a nice play to catch that one on the backhand. He knew he had to hurry up. He may have rushed that throw just a wee bit. Garrett Fisher now. Walked his first time up. Procession missing outside there. I think either way, this may be Procession's last inning of work. He's touching 70 now for pitch count. It's down 2-0 to Fisher. And he catches a piece of the outside corner for strike 1. And the sad part is he's having a really good inning thus far. Up until that wild throw. Looked like he was going to get out of the inning clean after the leadoff single. The Expos have restored their 2-run lead. That one downstairs, 3-1. Session needs a strike here. On the ground. Adam Bartlett moves to his left. Bobbles and throws in time to retire the side. So the Expos get another run on an error from Dylan Dempsey at short, 4-2 as we head to the top of the 4th. Stick with us through the break. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the fourth inning. We took a little extra break there to get a battery switch out. So we got Dallas Smith back on the hill, facing Dan Bocastine, who pokes that one deep to right field, and it's going to get down. Bocastine's got 2, and he's thinking 3 on the fly. The throw coming in from the shortstop is not in time. Leadoff triple for Dan Bocastine. They've been waiting for him to get going for a while.
Right fielder, number 25, Tony Brown.
So that'll put a charge into the Anchors pen. Leadoff triple on behalf of their longest serving member. On offense, that is. And now we got Tony Brown taking a first pitch strike from Dallas Smith. Expos on top 4-2. And Brown fouls that one back, and he's down 0-2. They'd be hard-pressed to squander an opportunity like this now to claw back into this ball game. Brown shoots that one hard, foul. Oh, and 2 again. Little delay from Smith. And it causes him to shoot high. Nobody out in the fourth inning. Dan Bocastine's leadoff triple. That has the Anchors threatening here. Brown fouls that one back again. Stay alive. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. Brown shoots it back again. That'll go back foul. So he's hanging in tough. Already dented a vehicle in this at bat. One and 2 again from Smith. Breaking ball that got away from him. 2-2. Brown wastes another one. Fouled off a good 3 or 4 pitches in this at bat already. Making Dallas Smith work. It's Dylan Guion, the catcher, behind him. In there, but it misses inside. And if Brown manages to reach base here, that'll be the most earned base of the night. Fouls it back again. Wasted about 3 or 4 good pitches now. Full count pitch. Brown pops it foul. Refuses to give up. He's just a hair late. Three, 2 again. Smith to Tony Brown. Inside, ball 4. Well-earned base from Tony Brown as he trots it down to first base. Still nobody down.
Catcher, number 12, Dylan Guillen.
Dylan Guillen. 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to first base, his first time up. And he takes a first pitch strike from Smith. Anchors looking to cut into the 2-run lead the Expos have padded themselves with. Guillen in the hole, 0-2. Brown put any one of those balls in play. Could have possibly scored Bocastine at third. This would be a 1-run game. Outside, 1-2. And if you're Dylan Guillen, you're just trying not to strike out here. First and third, nobody out is a great opportunity. First and third, 1 out. Looks a lot different. Guillen shoots that one right to Nelly at second. Sorry, that scared Fisher there at second. And that is another worst case scenario for the Anchors.
Number 37, Luis Rodriguez.
Now here's the extra hitter, Luis Rodriguez, looking to make something happen. 0 for 1, struck out looking. Though he wasn't a fan of the call. And he takes the first pitch strike from Smith. First and third, 1 out now. An unfavorable situation. Tony Brown's got speed. Rodriguez fouls that one back, and he's down 0-2. Just needs to put a piece into the outfield here. And he shoots that one to the right side. That'll catch Bocastine. On to second. And they can't make the play. Fisher to Baldinelli to try to get the lead runner. And Tony Brown breaks it up. So it's an RBI single from Luis Rodriguez.
Third baseman, number 6, Jacob Turner.
Rodriguez's 6th RBI of the season. And it brings this game to back within 1. Still just 1 out. Now we got Jacob Turner. Got his first hit of the NDBA season the last time he was in this ballpark. His first and only hit of the season for that matter. Takes a big cut through strike 1. He's got a few ducks on the pond today. Looks again at strike 2. So Dallas Smith challenging the young batter. And so far, the pitcher's winning the duel. 0-2. Outside. Good miss from Smith. He's managed this game well. He's now up to 72 pitches. 1-2. Outside. Good block from Baglieri just to keep it in front of him. 74 pitches, and I think 54 of them were all in that Tony Brown at bat just now. Got him! Strike 3! Turner caught looking, 2 down.
Second baseman, number 87, Adam Bartlett.
Now we get the very bottom of the Thorold Anchors lineup. Adam Bartlett, 1 for 1 with a single. He is the number 10 batter, but he's batting .296 on the season. The Anchors like to have him at the bottom to have something good to look forward to the top of their lineup. Bartlett on the ground. The hop eats up Josh Thorpe. Tony Brown's getting the wave home. Greco throws is wild, and it ties the ball game. Josh Thorpe eaten up once again at the hot corner. Second time tonight that's happened to him. And it's the second time it's cost the Expos a run.
Left fielder, number 24, Max Dobrowski.
So Tony Brown with his speed is able to cash. Luis Rodriguez with his speed is able to go first to third. And on the overthrow, Bartlett is at second base, so the inning's not over. Tie ball game in the top of the fourth. Max Dobrowski. One for one, or rather 1 for 2. He reached on an error in the third inning and later scored. Oh, 2. Got him. Strike 3. Dallas Smith's fifth punch out of the game ends the fourth inning, but not before the Anchors strike back with 2 runs to tie it up. 4-4 as we head to the second half of the ball game. Stick with us through the break. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the fourth. Fans, this half of the ball game is brought to you by Enviro Niagara. From properly sizing, expertly installing, and saving your equipment, we ensure the highest level of customer service, 110% satisfaction guaranteed. That's Enviro Niagara for all your heating and air conditioning needs. We thank all of our sponsors for the 2023 season. None of this possible without them. We have a great amount of support from the communities in Niagara this year. And we hope this can continue into something different. Jack Kemp shoots this one into center field. Dan Bokestein is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Bray.
That was Jack Kemp, the first one up for Niagara Falls here in the 4th, and now we got number 12, Ryan Bray, the right fielder, behind him. Bray, 1 for 1 with a triple. His first shot rolled all the way to the wall, and then with his speed, he managed to get there without a throw. He's facing Dalton Procession for the 2nd time tonight. Procession's hanging in there. He's pitched very well. Got 5 strikeouts to his credit in the 3 innings of work so far. Big swing and a miss from Bray, 1-1. But he's not managed his pitch count well. He's up to 75 in the early stages of the 4th. And the pen has been active for Thorold all night long as Bray takes a big cut through strike 2. "4-4 is the score here. And the 1-2 outside. You got the opposite ends of the spectrum here. You got the Niagara Falls Expos riding a 5-game win streak. And the Thorold Anchors trying to snap a 4-game slide. Big swing, and Bray gets a piece. To stay alive, we'll redo the 2-2. Procession deals. Breaking ball, but doesn't quite break enough. And it's outside for ball 3. Full count pitch. Bray pops up. Dempsey calling everyone off. And he's under it for out number 2.
Number 46, Mike Kondurka.
So 2 down, and it's the extra hitter, Mike Kondurka. He worked to count very well for a ball 4 walk his last time up. Kondurka thought about it, but he hangs off. Ball 1. Inside this time. Big man dancing around in the box. Sessions been keeping them on their toes tonight. And Kondurka swings that. Gets a piece. 2 balls, 1 strike. Still action in the Anchors bullpen. And now it's 3-1 to Kondurka. We're losing the last little bits of daylight here on Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. Kondurka shoots that one down the left field line, foul. As he gets out of play. So it's a payoff pitch. Procession looking to get out of his first clean inning of the night. And Kondurka shoots that one into the gap. Coming on is Tony Brown in right field to make the catch. So that one hangs up there just a little bit too long. Kondurka retired. First clean inning for Dalton Procession and the Thorold Anchors. 4-4 is the score as we head to the 5th. Stick with us through the break.
Dylan Dempsey.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the 5th inning. We got a great one through in here between the Anchors and Expos. 4-4 as we make our way to the top of the 5th inning. We got Dylan Dempsey, Kevin Hasty, and Nick Schwab, the 2-3-4 batters, due up for the Anchors this inning. To face Dallas Smith back out on the hill for his 5th inning of work. He's had a pretty good night so far. It's the defense behind him that has cost him most of the runs. In fact, an error in each of the 3 innings that the Anchors have scored. So much left to be desired on the defensive side of the baseball if you're the Niagara Falls Expos tonight. Dempsey watches that one drop. Down low for ball 2, 2-1. Shoots that one to the right side. And it's a foul ball, 2-2. Got him. Strike 3. Dempsey can't believe it. That one looked a hair outside.
Number 44, Kevin Hasty.
That is the 6th strikeout of the night for Dallas Smith. 1 down. We have Kevin Hasty now. Hasty 0 for 2. Reached on an error and reached again on a fielder's choice. Runs have come across on both occasions. And Hasty shoots this one into center field. Kemp going back. And he's there to make the grab. 2 down.
Number 94, Nick Schwab.
So now here comes the designated hitter as we move right along here in the top of the 5th. 2 down. And it's the DH Nick Schwab. As we mentioned, 4 games without a hit for Schwab. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Flied out and struck out. And he grounds this one softly to Garrett Fisher at second, and he is retired. So the Anchors go quickly in the top of the 5th inning. 4-4 is the score as we head to the home half. Stick with us through the break. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the 5th inning. Something's got to give here in a 4-4 tie between the Anchors and Expos. We got Mitch Greco leading things off for the home squad, followed by Anthony Baldinelli and Steven Erickson. So it'll be Greco and then the top of the Expos lineup. To start things off, Dalton Procession still in this ball game. He had his first clean inning of the game in the 4th. And he's looking to deliver some more. As he settles into this ball game, the longer it goes on. Big swing and a miss from Greco, strike 2. Oh-2. Procession winds and fires, fouled off. And that one catches Guion in a tender area. He's down and out. That one, no doubt, a stinger. Not a lot of places on a catcher's body that doesn't have a decent amount of padding. And it's all the areas that matter that don't. That one looked like it may have caught him in an extra tender area. And we'll take a few extra minutes to sort this one out. At the expense of watching a grown man win some pain, we'll just take a short break and we'll be right back when he's ready to go. All right, we sort that one out. Guion's a tough customer. And he's able to walk that one off. We got no balls, 2 strikes to Mitch Greco. the first batter here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Outside on that one, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Outside again. 2 balls, 2 strike. Good eye from Greco. Two balls, 2 strike. On the ground, Turner at third. Takes it on the 1-hop and fires in time. Good stab by Hasty. 1 down. So Procession has turned things over to the defense, and it's paid off.
Number 11, Anthony Baldinelli.
So here we go, back to the top of the Expos lineup. They've done most of, not all, the damage tonight. And Anthony Baldinelli hasn't been part of that equation. He's 0 for 2. And he takes a first pitch strike. Struck out in the first and flied out to right field in the second. So it's been a while since we've seen Baldinelli. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Good looking pitch from Procession there. Oh, and 2 to Baldinelli. Popped him up. Leon is chasing, but that one's going to get on the screen. One looked like it might have stayed in play for a second there. Screen in at Oaks Park, Niagara Falls, you can see it on your screen there, is actually pointed inwards towards the fence and juts out a good 10-15 feet from the backstop. Up the middle, a base hit for Baldinelli. First time Baldinelli's been aboard tonight. It comes with 1 down in the 5th.
Number 22, Steve Erickson.
This has been the guy tonight on offense for the Expos, Steven Erickson. 1 for 1, couple runs scored. He's also reached on a walk. That one snaps 5 in a row, retired from Anchor's defense. That one, first pitch and he plunks him. Trotting down to first is Steven Erickson. First and second, 1 out.
Number 17, Evan Baglieri.
And now there's a couple runners on for this man, Evan Baglieri, at his 3rd home run of the season. Back in the 1st inning to give his team a 2-1 lead at the time. He's 1 for 2 this afternoon. And this could be the end for Procession. Quick meeting from McInnes. Can't tell if that should go away. And that could be exactly what that was. Procession wants the ball. In a little bit of trouble here, but not anything he can't overcome. McInnes may have just said that this is his last shot. He is up to 97 pitches after all. Baglieri, first pitch into left field, a base hit. Baldinelli's getting waved around. The throw home is in time. Did he get him? No. And now Procession down to second base, also not in time. Baldinelli comes crashing into home plate for the 5th run of the ball game. RBI for Baglieri.
Number 29, T.C. Murray.
So now runners at second and third for TC Murray. It's a 5-4 Expos lead. These teams continue to jostle back and forth. Murray shot to short. Dempsey fires offline, and that'll get away. 2 more runs come across for the Expos. Make it 7-4 for the home squad. E6 again. And that'll definitely be it for Procession. So his night comes to an end on a defensive miscue, second error committed by Dylan Dempsey tonight. And Procession will surrender the ball to Nick Schwab. So Schwab coming in relief. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, 7-4, 1 out in the bottom of the All right, we're all set to go once again. Enter Nick Schwab into the ball game as the pitcher. And we'll take a quick look at Schwab's stats on the 2023 season. Give me a minute here. First pitch is popped up and foul. So Nick Schwab, 2 games, 3 innings. Only allowed 1 earned run for a 2.33 ERA. Runner going, Gullion down to second. Not nearly in time. So this is Josh Thorpe now. He's got TC Murray over at second base. After Murray steals that one. And it's 1-1 now. On the ground. Dempsey, a chance of redemption, fires in time. Sorry, 2 down.
Number 2, Garrett Fisher.
So there are 2 outs now. Garrett Fisher is 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. Nick Schwab's more of a contact pitcher, so this will serve the Anchors defense well. They've played well all night. Just a couple of errors, and they're both on the shortstop, Dylan Dempsey. Pitch falls in for strike 1, 1-1. That one hangs around but misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. This one's popped up. Tony Brown's got to run a ways, and he's not going to get there. Coming around and then to score, T.C. Murray, and just trotting into second base with a double is Garrett Fisher. Make it 8-4 Expos.
Number 44, Jack Kemp.
So there's now a 4-run inning for the home squad. And they've put some distance between themselves and the visiting Anchors. Now here's Jack Kemp 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch high and out. Ball 1. This is popped foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're just trying to check the out-of-town scoreboard. There is another game happening tonight in Beamsville between the Yellow Jackets and Alliance. We have no score updates there for you. 1-1. This is on the ground and past Kevin Hasty at first. Coming around. And out at the plate is Garrett Fisher. Good relay from the Thorold Anchors defense, and they cut down Fisher at the plate. So Kemp's first hit is squandered. And the Expos score 4, 8-4. Home squad leads it as we head to the 6th. Stick with us through the break. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the top of the 6th inning in our matchup between the Niagara Falls Expos and Thorold Anchors. We got Expos 8, Anchors 4, and we also got Dan Bocastine, Tony Brown, and Dylan Guion leading things off for the visiting crew. Facing Dallas Smith back out for inning number 6. I have a feeling this guy's going to go the distance tonight. Strike one. There's been no action whatsoever in the Expos bullpen. Big swing and a miss from Bocastine. Strike two. Dan is 1 for 2 tonight. Tripled and scored in the 4th. And he looks at that one. Outside, ball 1. You know, Boke's going to try to make something happen here. His team trailing by 4 after a rough 5th inning. Fouls that one off to stay alive. One ball, 2 strike. Smith takes a sign and he sets. Popped him up. Jack Kemp takes a few steps in and makes the catch in center field. 1 down. Bocastine going for a run. Wants another triple.
Number 25, Tony Brown.
That's how you can tell the guy's having fun out there. Takes the lap even though he's retired. 1 down, and here comes downtown Tony Brown. Oh for 1 with a walk. Check swing, but he does. And it's strike 1. That one bounces in the dirt in front of Bagley area. 1-1. Smith enjoying his best run of the night, where he's now retired 5 in a row. Deal, strike 2. Smith's quick to set now, and he's in there for strike 3. 7th strikeout for Dallas tonight. 2 down in the 6th.
Number 12, Dylan Guion.
Here's Dylan Guion now. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Had a torrid start to the season, and he slowed down just a wee bit. It's still a vast improvement this season over last from the Anchors catcher. Not sure what we got now. Umpire's tinkering with something down there. Perhaps his mask's come loose. Ready to go once again. And we do have Dylan Guion now. As I mentioned, 0 for 2. Pokes the first pitch foul. Dylan has grounded out to first base and popped up to second tonight. Bounced in front of Bagley area, 1-1. Actually, we have a pinch hitter here. This is Drew Timlock. And Timlock shoots that one to the shortstop. Baldinelli, who fires in time. So the Anchors go down 1-2-3 again in the 6th. 8-4 for the home squad as we head to the bottom half. Stick with us through the break. And welcome back to baseball fans to the bottom of the 6th inning. We got an 8-4 game here. Expos over the Anchors, and a new pitcher for Thorold. This is Connor Gamble. And we'll give you a quick look at Gamble on the season. He's got 5 games, 7.2 innings, 7 2/3, sorry. 3 earned runs and 11 strikeouts. For the Anchors youngster, 2.74 ERA in those 7 2/3. So we're expecting a couple strikeouts maybe from Connor as he deals with the bottom of the Expos lineup, Ryan Bray. Mike Konderka and Mitch Greco are the 8, 9, 10. That one bounces in the dirt again in front of Guion. 3-0. Gamble releases out of a quarter slot, which is an unusual release. You don't see very much of that around the league. And he misses again, ball 4. So he starts off the 6th with a 4-pitch walk to Ryan Bray.
Number 46, Mike Konderka.
There comes Mike Konderka, 0 for 1. Flied out to right and walked. He was doubled up at second in the 2nd inning as well. Up and in from Connor Gamble, ball 1. That was actually Mitch Morales in to bat. So we got Morales at first for Ryan Bray. And there's a strike from Gamble. But this is Mike Konderka, 4'6". He's wearing that number. Fouled back, 1-2. Martin Morales. One ball, 2 strike to Konderka. Connor Gamble the pitch and checks it, and he pumps it foul. Gamble again takes a sign. And the 1-2 outside, 2-2. Good night for Dalton Procession, who kept his team in the ball game for much of it. And then the wheels fell off in the 5th inning. You'd think it would start with that hit by pitch by Steven Erickson. And then Baglieri took the first pitch he saw into left. Got him. Strike 3. Good breaking ball from Connor Gamble to retire Konderka. 1 down.
Number 6, Mitch Greco.
There comes Mitch Greco. 286 coming into tonight. He's got an RBI, but he's 0 for 2. Runner going on the ground. Bartlett's got to charge it, and he does, and he fires. Good stab. No, Hasty can't pick it. And Greco's going to reach. It's an error on the throw from Bartlett. Third error committed by the Thorold defense tonight. And it puts runners at first and second with 1 down. Top of the order, Anthony Baldinelli. That one's in the dirt. And it's going to bounce all the way, like about halfway down the third baseline. So the runners move up an extra 90 feet. And now some insurance is a lot closer for the Expos. Baldinelli 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. Takes a strike there. 1-1. Gamble lets that one sail high. Baldinelli looking to add to the 4-run lead. This one shot foul. Playing a little throw around now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Baldinelli. Gamble just looking to keep this game within the 4-run parameters. Little tapper. Down the third base line. They're going to keep it fair. Drew Timlock's playing third base now. He played that baseball down the third baseline. It looked like it may have rolled the foul. But for now, it's a well-placed single from Baldinelli. Bases loaded, 1 out. Going on out to chat about it with his pitcher. And now they've got the white-hot Steven Erickson. He's reached in all 3 at-bats tonight. Takes a first pitch strike. Erickson has walked, singled, and been hit by a pitch, and come in to score on all 3 occasions. Take strike 2. So whatever Guion went out and said to his pitcher is paying dividends thus far. He's frozen Steven Erickson. 0-2. Just a bit upstairs. Good miss. One ball, 2 strike. Gamble inside to Erickson now, 2-2. One is popped foul, so we'll redo the 2-2. Gamble needs a strikeout or something on the infield. Morales at third, Greco at second, Baldinelli at first, popped up, shallow infield, base hit. Tony Brown fires home, and it's cut. Another run comes across. That's Martin Morales. 9-4 Expos. RBI single from Steven Erickson. So next up, we got Evan Baglieri. 2 for 3 tonight is Baglieri. 3 RBI. RBI is number 11, 12, and 13 on the season. That ties him for 4th in the league standings. Just 3 back of Jordan Denehauer of the Cannons. 2 balls, no strike. Big swing and a miss from Bags there. He was looking to take over the NDBA lead with that swing. In the dirt, 3-1. Gamble in trouble. He's got the bases loaded, and it's a hitter's count. Yeah, Evan Baglieri, who's already torched this pitching staff tonight. Cranked in the gap in the infield on the left side, a base hit. Coming around to score is Anthony Baldinelli. It's 2 more RBIs, make it 5 on the night for Baglieri, and an 11-4 lead. The guys have just been on base all night for Baglieri. Even when they haven't been, he's managed to muster up a big hit. 11-4 now. And we got a pinch hitter in for TC Murray. We got a positive ID on that one in a second. And ball 2 from Connor Gamble. It's a new batter. Thompson enters the game. First at bat this season for Niagara Falls. And he cuts on that one and misses strike 2. Two balls, 2 strike. Gamble could really use a strikeout. Got him. Gets Thompson looking. Second strikeout of the inning. 2 down. That was a big out for Gamble. Now he's got Josh Thorpe. 1 for 3. Singled, reached on an error, and he's grounded to the shortstop. That one fired. And he pops the ball out of the fence that's been stuck in there all game. Thorpe 329 coming into tonight. He's kept that up. Could improve on it a little bit with a single or a base hit here. Up and away, ball 1. This game was 4-4 just 2 short innings ago, and Thorpe gets hit there. That one gets away from Connor Gamble, and it loads the bases up yet again. I'll bring up Garrett Fisher. 9th batter of this inning. Not before Aaron McInnes comes out to have a chat. What will he do now with 2 down and the bases loaded? Does he have anyone left? Riley gambles down there, but that's about all that we saw in terms of pitching. Dylan Dembski can throw in an emergency, but there is a new pitcher coming out. Connor Gamble did not have his stuff tonight, and he got rocked. He leaves with the bases loaded. New pitcher when we come back. Stick with us to the break. All right, welcome back. Nicholas Gamble is the new pitcher for Thorold. As brother Connor did not have his... (11-4) is the score. Expos over the Anchors in the bottom of the 6th. This one getting away from the Anchors a little bit. The score was 4-4, just 2 short innings ago. So Nick Gamble into the ball game now. He's got to deal with Garrett Fisher and the bases loaded. Fisher is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. First pitch missing upstairs, 1-0. So we had Connor, who throws from the quarter slot. And then you got Nick, who throws very much over the top. So 2 different looks. And we'll take a look at Nick coming into the season. 5 games, 5.5 2/3 innings, where he's allowed just 2 runs for a 2.47 ERA. 4 strikeouts in those 5 2/3. So he likes to get his outs behind him on defense. Two and 1 to Garrett Fisher. And Fisher taps that one foul. Goes back behind the catcher. Story tonight, Evan Baglieri, 5 RBI, 3 for 4, including a 2-run shot in the first inning. On the ground. Through the right side, a base hit. Trotting in is Steven Erickson. He's the 4th run of the inning. It's 12-4 now. Expos lead. RBI single from Garrett Fisher. Now we got Jack Kemp. 10th batter of the inning. Shoots this one down the left side, and it's going to plop in fair. Everybody's safe. RBI single for Kemp. 13-4. How did this one get away? So coming back up, Martin Morales. He started off this inning with a walk. And that was back when Connor Gamble was the pitcher. Now this is Nick Gamble, and he deals ball 1. We got to the bottom of the 5th. This was a 4-4 game. Gamble fires, and that's inside, 2-0. Chopped to the right side, and it's gonna be a base hit. In to score, Baglieri. Right behind him, Josh Thorpe. How about 15-4? And now we're teetering on a mercy rule situation. 2 RBIs for Morales. On a ball that just wanted to find the inside of the bag. This will be the 12th batter of the inning. Jack Kemp over at 3rd. That's the mercy rule run. Now we got Mike Konderka. 1 of 2 outs on the inning. There are 2 outs. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. And he got out of it. Strike 3. Konderka striking out for the 2nd time this inning. And the Anchors are out of a rough one. 7 more come across. 15-4. Expos over the Anchors as we head to the last frame. Stick with us through the break. Here we go, baseball fans. Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning in our game between the Niagara Falls Expos and the Thorold Anchors. 15-4 is the score for the home squad tonight. This one got ugly fast. Dallas Smith back on the hill for the 7th, looking to finish what he started. He's retired 7 in a row. He's also got 7 strikeouts to his credit tonight. He's having a great night. Got better as the game went on. And he's got to deal with Luis Rodriguez, Jacob Turner, and Adam Bartlett. And we may see Connor Gamble in Turner's spot. And there's a good piece of hitting there from Ben Dobrowolski as he turns on one and sends it to the wall. Then batting for Luis Rodriguez in the 8th spot, and he sends a leadoff double to the wall to kick things off in the 7th. It's going to be a lot more work to do than that. So now we got Connor Gamble up to bat. Fouls that one off, 1-1. Breaking ball from Smith. And it's 1-2. There's a shot into left field. Coming on and making the catch there, Martin Morales, 1 down. Assuming Martin Morales took over for Bray and right. Got Adam Bartlett. Adding in the 10 spot. Bartlett 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and reached on an error. Oh, sorry, this is Josh LaRock. Batting for Adam Bartlett. And LaRock sprays that one foul, 1-1. A double from Dobrowolski snaps 7 in a row, retired by Dallas Smith. In the dirt. Popped up. Jack Kemp's going to run a mile to get it, but Baldinelli makes the over-the-shoulder catch. What a play. Anthony Baldinelli flashing some leather. Makes the catch and robs Josh LaRock of a base hit. 2 down. Smith fires in, ball 1 to Max Dobrowolski. He's had a good night as well. It was reached twice, but he's 1 for 3. Big swing and a miss there for strike 1. Little tapper. Smith's going to be able to play it. He's got a tough play, and he can't make it. Max Dobrowolski outruns Dallas Smith, makes it to first base, and keeps the game going. Ben Dobrowolski going to third on the play. The inning continues. First pitch strike from Smith. We got another pinch hitter here as the Anchors continue to empty their bench. He's down 0-2. This is Dan Smith, who wasn't supposed to play tonight, and he rifles it over the head of Garrett Fisher at second and base hit. So Smith wasn't supposed to be in the lineup tonight. Battling a bruised hand. And he steps in, pinch hit, RBI single. 15-5. It's not quite over, but still 2 down. And now this is Kevin Hasty. He takes another strike. 0-2. Hasty's 0 for 3, but he's reached twice on a fielder's choice and an error. Takes it. Strike 3 called. Not the way you want to end your night, but it was the way that the Anchors were destined to finish tonight. 15-5 is your final from Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. The home team taking a big win. Well, everyone, on behalf of everyone here at the NDBA, all of our sponsors, we'd like to thank you for watching this edition of Regular Season Baseball. My name is Corey LeBlanc, at That One News Guy on Twitter. Join us on Tuesday when we'll be taking in the Thorold Anchors as they host the Meriton Alliance. That one a 7:30 p.m. start. We hope to see you then. For now.